Hey, what's up? It's your boy Sapphire.
It's your boy Sapphire.
It's your boy GK.
And it's your girl Sapphire.
What's up, man? We back at y'all today with the part 2 of the Nightlight show.
Yes, we're gonna just call it Nightlight show just to get it simple. You know, we don't want to be too similar to other things, guys. So we're just gonna do it the Nightlight show.
Okay, so we're running with that one.
I think we're clear on that one.
Okay, cool. Alright, so we left off on the last one. We had to change up a couple of little things or whatever like that. But we're trying to enhance our production studio so y'all can check out the new setup or whatever like that. As y'all can see, we're wearing our other merch and stuff. The last video was wearing the gold and black. Now we're wearing the, I guess it's gold and black too, but.
Yeah, but this is like the dark gold. This is like the yellow more. It's just a little different. Yeah. The other one is vinyl. I don't know if you guys know the difference, but it's vinyl, and this one is I guess the direct print to garment. So these are like our mock-ups. We wear them. We're just trying to make sure we get it correctly done, and we wear them and we fill them out before we actually,
You look sexy in yours though. Right?
Thank you. Yeah. So these are mock-ups. So we got a couple different versions. Y'all let us know which ones y'all like. I have it on my story posted, and I'll be posting out different like designs and stuff to see what you guys like the best, and then we put it on the website. But so yeah, we've got these ones on the website. We got like 3 different versions. But anyways, they're super hard.
The super one's hard.
Yeah, it's so comfortable. And it's for people who want to go super, who are super, who believe that they are their own saviors, their own superheroes, and they just do the best, and they go beast, and they just be super in everything that they do. So that's
and they continue to work on becoming the best version of themselves every day.
Absolutely, and every day you're elevating to becoming more and more super, and that's what we stand for. As you know, this is Mr. and Mrs. Super, our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're kind of creating this more like a couples channel now. We're trying to create to do more couple things together, because as you know, behind the scenes we do music. We have our own production company, Super Records ENT. So now we're going to try to do more content just kind of as a couple. And just
and I did just drop another video on here, so if y'all didn't check out Through a Hurricane, go check out that song.
It's so lit. That shit, that song is lit. If it's raining outside, if you feeling like freaky or sexy with your girl, Through a Hurricane is the shit you need to turn on.
Yeah.
When it's raining and you all stuck in the house and everything, turn on Through a Hurricane, and that's all I can say. I don't need to say anything else.
And I want to do a music video for that too. Right now, I'm working on getting back in shape. As y'all don't know already, I do have my own trucking company too. So I'm literally transitioning from getting out of the truck to actually fully focusing on my music, because I know how to make money on the trucking end, but this is my passion. So we used our one company to fuel the other one. So now we're this is a big transition for us, but we're doing great. So as y'all can see, I'm really happy right now.
We've invested in a lot of stuff for this company. We've done so much just building to get here. We're actually stable now, because usually when we're on the truck, we're always moving, always going. We done been to all 48 states.
Including Canada.
We've been to Canada also. We've been almost to the border of Mexico. We done been everywhere. So, and we were always on the move. We'll definitely have some like a documentary probably coming soon, just to kind of give you a sneak peek of a lot of the stuff that we did, building our relationship, building our companies, building just everything from the ground up. Some of y'all already know we was homeless together. We was sleeping in cars. We already kind of mentioned that in the first part 1. So go watch that. And so now we're here. We're finally setting up our studio space.
I love you too.
You got lip gloss on.
I'll take it right up the lips.
Actually, it's not that bad. It's not the sticky kind.
Alright, so you want to just...
We gotta stop talking. That's all you gotta do. So guys.
So now we're getting...
I'm just playing.
Okay, no, that's cool. First of all, we are working on some new projects, as we was telling y'all before. A part of the setup is going to contribute to one of our next music videos and stuff like that. That's a part of the whole reason we're setting up the production studio, and I'm really excited about it. To be honest, I couldn't have done any of this without Sapphire. I'm still so excited to show y'all the Miami stuff. So probably after this video, I'm either gonna start putting the Miami stuff up. I'm gonna end up putting the backup video back up. So the Miami video, we're gonna have to actually do parts. It's too much.
It's a lot. It's really lit. Like it was, because it was a whole journey. It was like a road trip / Airbnb / performance / like Memorial Weekend extravaganza. Yes. So it was like 4 parts basically to kind of piece it all together. It's gonna be back to back, going from Atlanta to Virginia to Miami to. It's just everything was going on. So it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be something definitely to keep y'all entertained, and something for you guys to see the journey and the things that we go through to just stay super. The things that we do to continue to strive to be super every day. We do some crazy, outlandish, unorthodox, amazing things sometimes. I can't even believe it. But
we're ruthlessly persistent in what we're doing. And I think that's going to be the determining factor that's going to actually make us succeed. Because the whole time when things were hard, we could have gave up. But the passion that we have behind our craft and what we're trying to do, we're relentless. And I love it. I love that I have a teammate that is beside me that understands that there ain't no giving up. There ain't no, we're not going to do this. If we get tired, we'll take a break for a quick second, or we'll rest for a minute. But that doesn't mean we're giving up on our dream. We're not giving up on what we're doing. We want to get our followers up. So if you are seeing this video, if you haven't, please like, share, and comment, and subscribe to Mr. and Mrs. Super, and become a part of the Super Squad, so we can turn this bitch up.
Yeah. So after this, we can get our subscribers up to 500. That's our next goal. 500. Yeah. 500 is our next goal, next big goal after all of the content that we just shot over the Memorial Day weekend. After this new nightlight show episodes that we're coming out with. This is just the introduction so far. Our goal is 500 subscribers. So
nightlight show sound hard though.
Nightlight show?
I fuck with that.
I'll say the nightlight show.
The nightlight?
The nightlight show.
I fuck.
Gotta have it.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get our little slogan together. We're gonna get our little intros together. Y'all working with us. I'm fucking with y'all because y'all bearing with us, and I appreciate it. I know we kind of just coming out with random stuff, but we're finding our niche right now.
Right.
We're filling out our channel. We're filling out our vibe. We're filling out our studio space. We're just filling this out. So yeah, we're throwing music at y'all. We're throwing videos at y'all. We're throwing like vlogs, challenges. How we met video. Like we're just throwing everything at y'all because this is gonna be about Mr. and Mrs. Super. It's really about our life. It's gonna be vlogs.
And vlog so
style.
Much fun.
Yeah, it's just gonna be pretty much anything and everything until we find our real what y'all really like and what y'all really enjoy. Because we really do a lot of things. It took us a lot just to get here. I'm really proud of my husband. He's so amazing. You're so amazing. I'm so serious. Like he's super for real. Like I'm fire. He's super. Like that's really what we go by. Like GK super, Sapphire. He's super on fire. That's just kind of what we've been called at least. And you're really super. I'm really proud of you. I really love you. Like, as y'all look at his hair though, for real. Like, this is a side note real quick. Doesn't he look so cute, guys? He looks so cute. Okay, but besides that, it was a couple of things I did want to get into because I just had some books over here that I just wanted to kind of show y'all some of the things that kind of we've been on lately. Bae got me this emotional intelligence book. I'm gonna pass it to you. And of course y'all know my name is Sapphire, so I love crystals, and I'm really into crystals. I was thinking about doing a crystal series, so I also have a book about crystals if any of y'all are interested in crystals. Your girl got you. Definitely got the power of chakras. Amazing, very amazing book. I think chakras in conjunction with the Kabbalah book.
Oh, yeah,
these books is kind of what really made us fall in love as far as our relationship and our bond and our connection. Let me see if I have that one too. Here we go.
We have a library, guys.
Yeah, this is just a couple of few that's on hand right here in the studio, but this is the book Kabbalah. I would definitely suggest this one. This one is
it's lit.
It's so lit. It's so good. We have a lot of notes and highlighted portions of this book. We went through this book a couple times, maybe like 3 times or so, and this really changed our life. So chakras, Sephiras, meditating, breathing, like these books. I don't know what else is over there, but these are just some of the books that kind of like, I would say, spiritually made us fall in love, I guess. And this was like, what, 5 years ago?
We were studying though. It's like we were studying so much, like we were on a journey. Instead of just following any religious practices, we studied all of them. Then after studying all of them, we realized that they were all connecting, and they were like pieces to a puzzle, but it was all every piece still was missing something out of the piece, even though they fit together. So then we start saying like, okay, we're not looking for something religious, we're looking for spirituality. And then the spirituality led us to actually saying, it's kind of like you're on a search for God, but when you're looking for God, you end up realizing that you're really looking for yourself. Mm-hmm. So the deeper meaning becomes like you're searching for the reason for your existence. You're searching for the meaning of your purpose and why are you here. And I feel like through all of the media and all of the distractions that happen, whether it's school, not saying anything bad about school, because I feel like everybody needs to be educated, but there needs to be a self-education about yourself. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's a lot of things that has happened in the world that they're constantly feeding us through the media, through social media, through other people, where they're basically making you be distracted from having time to sit down and actually figure your own self out.
Right.
Like, have you ever really thought about like you? And I don't mean like the superficial or how I look, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like now they're making everybody just focus on the physical so much, but you're definitely more spiritual than you are physical. There's something that is inhabiting this shell. This is more of a shell, and there's an energy that is keeping this vessel actually intact. Exactly. So it's more of you studying the essence of who you are, instead of just focusing on what you're being fed around you. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like the media and everybody's telling you what things are. They're even telling you what you are. But have you ever stopped to actually question it and ask yourself, what do I think things really are? Mm-hmm. Like am I analyzing things from a perspective of someone else's mind, or am I getting my own perspective on what I think reality is? Because once people are constantly feeding you all of these ideas, that's what they really are, all of these ideas of what reality is, you start to believe that they're your own, and you stop thinking for yourselves. Mm-hmm. So like, that's a part of like even the super, like you have to become your own superhero. You have to become your own teacher.
Role model.
You have to become your own parent. Mm-hmm. You have, like, it has to be a period of time where instead of you're trying to be led by somebody, you have to be your own leader. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they're taking that away from everybody now. Everybody's followers, and a lot of people don't have the mind to think for themselves. They don't question anything. They just take whatever they're told and they just follow along with it. So anybody that actually comes to you and actually gives you any form of real truth to tell you, hey, don't take my word for nothing. Go do your own research. Yeah. Go find out yourself. I think anybody that's really trying to teach somebody, they need to give them enough knowledge or enough resources, or point them in a direction where they don't have to keep coming back to them. And I feel like now people are doing things where you got to keep asking them more questions because they're only giving you so much. And I hate people that do that, because they're actually trying to use you. They're actually trying to get your energy instead of them actually just being honest and saying, hey, you have just as much inside of you that I have. I'll point you in the direction, or give you the book, or give you the resource that I use to come up with this conclusion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I feel like that's what really is messed up, or like missing, shall I say, from the curriculum of school or education, is just not having that self-reflection or that self-knowledge being taught or educated in school, like, period. Like, it should definitely be a course or some kind of class that at least gives you the time out to ask questions about yourself, not about other other idols or celebrities or other like historians. Like, you're asking so many questions about everything outside of you, and you're never really reflecting and asking questions about who you are or what's inside of you, if that makes sense. And even when it comes to like science and stuff, you're going down to the cellular or the atomic level of things, but it's still like, it's so like, it's so like minuscule and minute, yes, but it's not really still grabbing onto the essence of who you are, if that makes sense. It's still technically the physical, not the metaphysics or the metaphysical, and not even like outside. And that's why when they separated the church and state, they separated school and spirituality. They made it so that you have to either go to church to still at that point of education, you're still looking outside of yourself and reaching for God outside of you. Right. And then they made school be about just other curriculums, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like
basically to get you tapped more into the matrix.
And you're just going in a cycle of just continuously always asking questions outside of yourself, or trying to find something outside of yourself, or everything is always external, and you never really get the time to self-reflect. And I think that's kind of one of the ways that we I think honestly it was because we were at a point where we were kind of lost, that we were itching to find the truth and find ourselves, and in doing so we found each other again. Right. We reunited, and I feel like honestly, if you remember, like, that's one of the reasons why I got kicked out, because it was like I was literally reading my own books that I decided to read, and because I decided, well, I wasn't gonna work a regular 9 to 5 or have a job or go to school like most of our parents want us to do. I wanted to self-educate myself and go get books that I wanted to read.
Your own curriculum.
I created my own curriculum. We created our own curriculum together.
Real shit.
It created, I guess, how can I say, like, it created a bad energy, or it went opposed to the norm, right, I guess, in my household, because my sister went to college, she graduated and all that. Like, it went against the norm. And I was just like, oh, well, I'm not finna go to college. I dropped out and just started doing my own thing. Because if you realize, when you go to college, they prescribe the books that you need to order, the books you need to buy. They tell you this is what you need to read. This is what chapter you need to read. Right. Even in going to church, they tell you what chapters of the Bible they're going to read this particular sermon. And
most of the stuff you
this is what you read. This is the bar. This is, like, they tell you everything that you need to do, or then you end up not even reading the entire Bible. Most people haven't read the entire Bible. You don't end up reading the entire textbook, even at school. You know what I mean? So some things, it's just like, why can't I just literally buy my own book, read it from cover to cover, and make my own opinion and come up with my own conclusion about what it is I read? And sometimes even past that, you still have to kind of come to the conclusion that there was an author and a human being that wrote that book. Mm-hmm. Even if the book is like really good and you got some good jewels and gems out of it, remember that it's still a human being and an author that has their own agenda or understanding or perspective for writing it. And so you just got to take your little bits and pieces, your jewels and gems, and then, keep moving. Go on to the next thing, and then start connecting the dots for yourself, and not just educationally, but experimentally. So go out in the real world and actually live life, and then put those things that you've actually learned into... Implement them. Yes, you have to implement them and live actively through what you're learning. And that's real knowledge, that's real wisdom, is when you can get to the heights of actually practicing what you've read, practicing what you preach, and walking the walk instead of just talking the talk. So I think a lot of that actually sparked that flame between us two. You feel me? And I feel like that's why it's just like, I feel like our relationship, we're still best friends. Like, we've known each other like 18 years. Sheesh. Been together like 6. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I still would, like, every day I just want to be around him. Every day I just want to be up under him. I feel like we learn something new every day together. And it's never a dull moment, even when we're just chilling doing nothing. Like, even when I am bored, or we are bored, or we just want to go do something, we still find a way to just, like, be in each other's space and just feel loved and just feel like, I don't know, it's amazing, because it's like, it's deeper than love.
it don't it's like it be so much fun being around you. It don't feel like it's been 6 years. It feel like
I swear it's crazy. Like that number is like what?
I did want to say something about what you said too. I think that the reason that they want, well, they tell us what to read and they tell us what to study is because as long as they're giving you the knowledge of what they want you to learn, you become a slave. Like their agenda is to make you not self-sufficient. Their agenda is to make you not understand who you are. And as long as they can keep you in a state of ignorance, you will never ask the right questions. The first step into becoming aware is to start questioning everything. Mm-hmm. But if somebody is constantly, and we had to deal with this too, to segue, meditation actually helps you because a part of the meditation is for you to quiet your mind. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of monkey chatter. Like if you ever really slow down enough to meditate and you're actually working on your breathing while you're meditating, that's when you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth and you're calming yourself down. Usually you want to do it in darkness, okay? And you want to just you want to hear your thoughts first. You want to listen to what you're thinking. You need to, it's like being an overseer of your thoughts. That's when you start actually gaining some type of grip on your own mind, when you're able to see or listen to your own thoughts, and instead of you trying to like just stop them, you become aware of your thoughts, but from a observer or from a standpoint, or you're analyzing your thoughts, and then you'll start understanding like some of the thoughts that you're getting are not even yours. Sometimes they're things that people have said to you that have nothing to do with what you're really focused on. Sometimes it'll be things that has been repetitiously put in your mind. Like, what if it's a commercial or you know what I'm saying, your mama is saying something over and over to you that it might not make no sense, but because she's your mom, she gets the final say so, or you know what I'm saying, like sometimes, and this is not to say that all parents are like this or anything, but there are a lot of parents that are feeding their kids things because they're ignorant themselves, and they're not trying to hurt their kids. They're only giving their kids what they know. Right. But a lot of the times, as kids, we're growing up and we're finding out that our parents didn't know, and they might have not had the chance to notice some of the things that we notice, not only because of all of the information out here now, but because sometimes they wasn't able to study the way we might be able to as kids with the abundance of knowledge, because they were working the whole time. They were making a way. Like this is a parent putting the world on their back for their kids to be able to stand on top of the world and have a better chance than they had. But sometimes not understanding that we are taking that opportunity, and some of the kids are taking the opportunities to actually take that step and go beyond that. Right. So then when you're trying to relate back to your parents, sometimes they can't understand. Not that they're not good parents or they don't want to they don't mean well. It just sometimes your understanding might be farther than they can actually comprehend at that time. Right. So like one thing that Sapphire was saying before she got kicked out, she told her mom, like, look, we need to do everything on the internet. The internet is going to be what's it. Like we can make money. This is 6 years ago now.
Yes, like everything's going to be on the internet. Everything, working, money, like this was obviously people were already doing this, but right. I was getting the feeling like
this was
this is where I need to be at. I need to figure out multiple streams of income. Like this is when I was already in my entrepreneurial mindset. This is when I was already thinking like, okay, something's about to happen, and I see that the wave is online. I see that the wave is the internet, and I'm about to hop on it, you know. And that's when this is when I was thinking about being an online personal stylist. So I was already literally working as an online personal stylist a few months after this, making a good enough money online. And this is When my mom was telling me, oh, well, you know, get a regular job. You know, that's not like stable or secure. You don't know how much you're going to be able to make. Like, you can't make money online. Like, you know how our parents usually, it's just because they don't know. And it's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, of course, you can only teach your child as much as you know. That makes sense, right?